I'll
For
stick
some
with going to
reason.
the.
What's happening, player?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. It's been Monday. Has been Mondaying.
Really? I've had a very light
Child.
Monday. Very light Monday.
I had a light Monday too, but I'm still doing other people's jobs. Apple, the attorney. I mean, you name it. I'm doing. I got the call. I called the health insurance because I got an appointment in 2 weeks just to see if I need to get a, what do they call it, a pre-approval, even though I've never had a pre-approval. But I just want to make sure because I don't want no surprises.
Mm-hmm.
And these mofos let me go through the whole prompt and everything. Click number 1 if you need this, and number 3 if you need that. Then it says, we are closed. Bitch, what? I said closed.
How come that wasn't first?
And I looked at my phone and I was like, it's 11. No, it was 12. It was 12 something. And it went through this whole thing. We are open from 8 to 4 or whatever. And I'm going, yeah, 12 is kind of in between there.
It's in that window.
And then it said, and we are closed for lunch. Since when is the insurance company closed for lunch?
Now the post office done started closing for lunch around here. I'm really? Like, y'all don't have nobody to sub in and out on them times. Yeah, I still have to.
But it's so stupid because people do stuff during lunch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
I was so annoyed. So, of course, now here we are. And this is my 3rd attempt to call. And I still haven't gotten through to the insurance company. The first 2 times I called, it hung up on me. And I called right when it opened at 9 a.m. and or 8 or whatever. And it said high volume. And it was like, go to the website. Click. Oh. Yeah, but if I stop paying y'all,
then they'll find the time to answer the phone or call you.
That part. So yeah. So anyway, we need to get into these rascals because, baby, single is life right about now.
You said single is life?
Being single is life right now because these shows are some trash. And
oh, you mean staying single? You're not trying to. I know what I was just saying before we started. Like, watching these shows make me want to stay married because these folks out here wilding out. I couldn't even be doing this with them. I couldn't be doing none of this. I would be like, okay, so what are the shows we talk about before I get all the way there?
So let's start out with Ready to Love Fort Worth. Trash.
Okay. Is that part of the title? Ready to Love Fort Worth. Trash.
Trash.
Fort Worth ... trash. And
trash. No. Boo.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I wonder, does it do the thumbs up since it does? I mean, down, does it? You do the thumbs up and it does the little thing. Trash.
It didn't do it this time. I don't know.
It didn't do it. What were you gonna say?
So on that show, she's getting a bad rap, but Koshia, the way she gets up and walks the hell away when somebody talking crazy to her, I love it. I just be like, go on, Koshia, walk away from that fool. She'd be like, I gotta go. And she don't even do it slow like that Viola Davis meme where she roll her eyes and get her purse and walk out. No, Koshia just,
or SpongeBob.
Koshia, yeah, all right, I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna head on out.
She don't say nothing. She just grab her purse and be like, She cracks me up. I could watch her do that all the time. She'd be like, y'all.
Oh, you know it's getting ready to be a meme. You just know it's getting ready to be.
I hope so, because she cracks me up with that. So yeah, so let's get into it. This week, the ladies had the power to eliminate a man, and they went on a few dates. Boring. So who are the guys? It's hard to remember their names. Okay, there's Jonathan.
Oh, I write everybody down.
Jonathan.
Well, first of all, we got a new guy.
Oh yeah, Justin. We got a new
Justin,
guy, Justin, to
who's from
replace.
Mississippi.
Yeah, and he was tall and cute, and he talked like he
Need a
had good
haircut, but
sense.
okay.
He talked like he had good sense. So I'm okay with this. I usually don't like when they add late people, but
Yeah.
the other dude freaked out and didn't show up. So
Go through this whole process, and then on the first day, you like,
he got in front of
on
the
set
cameras and was
on
like,
second thought.
"Oh, I can't do this."
He was like, "Bidee, bidee, bidee,
Can we
bidoo, bidoo."
record again? Cut. Do it again. Cut. Can we do that again? They was like, no, just forget it, bruh. He just didn't even show up to the mansion or whatever, the mixer. So yeah,
He was
they
at the
got a new
gate,
guy.
remember? He got to the gate and was like, on second thought.
Mm-mm. So yeah. So we got a new guy, Justin, and the guys that are left are Jonathan, Alonzo, Will and William,
Will and Will.
LaRon, Lamar. Is that everybody? Like
Yep.
I'm missing one.
You got him.
Okay.
You got him.
The ladies I can't really remember well. I don't like the
So
one.
the first date was Alexis, Rashina, Lamar, Will, and William, and they played basketball.
Okay. Yeah. What you think about Alexis?
Alexis is an interesting character because this is the same chick that said that she what did she say? Wait, I gotta find that. Remember, I brought it up and I was like, why
The
I
pickle
thought
comment?
me? Yeah, wait. Yeah, here it is. Tickle her pickle. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just threw me off. And now she's playing basketball. So I really don't know
Well, she's the
what to
referee too. She's a referee
yeah,
professionally. So
right.
the playing basketball didn't surprise me, but she's
She's an
probably
interesting character, is
she
all I
probably
can
used to
say.
be a tomboy, as they
Yeah.
used to call it. And she gives off the, kind of woman who likes to hang around men more than women.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll get to her uh in the lounge later.
Okay.
All right. So
The scene itself was predictable. Will and William were cool. I still didn't like Will from that scene with Coach Sheena when he grabbed her phone and let me give you put my number. And he turned me off a long time ago.
oh,
Lamar
Koshia,
is a pervert. Koshia. Oh, I don't.
you done
I
mixed
I
Rashina and
combined
Koshina.
two girls. Yeah,
Mhm.
Rashina and Koshia. Koshia. Yes. Lamar's a
Koisha.
pervert. Yeah. Lamar's a pervert, and I have not liked him since he was presented. Like from the first, my name is Lamar. I didn't like that dude. Like when I tell you he is a child, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
He, yeah, he's a child. I wouldn't say pervert, but he appears to only want to talk about sex. And he gets real snappish if the person don't want to talk about that, but he
Yeah.
insists on it, like he's
Yeah.
pushy about it. And it's
Yeah.
early on, like he probably don't even know their last name, and he want to
No.
know, what that thing do. Like it's like, come on, dude, like calm down a little bit. You don't even know if I'm gonna give you some before you want to know all these questions and stuff.
And this is the second time that they've had someone on the show. I think it was last season where they had the older man that came on the show, and that's all he was talking about. And it was a turn off then, and it made me think: do they not watch the show?
Do they not watch the show? Exactly. Do they? Because it's getting so formulaic now, with the same types of careers and the same scenarios. Like, do
Yeah.
they need new writers? Because it's getting stale. It's so stale. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't like Will. Um, Rashina, I can't picture her. I know she's one of the light skinned ones, but I can't picture her right now. Who's the one? Okay, so the other date was who? The
So
others.
the second date was well, let me tell you this. Rashina was the first one to date Justin. She's the stylist. She's the one who has the blonde bob.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay, so the second date was Vanessa, Patrice, Koshia, Alonzo, Justin, and they went to Chaz's house.
Oh, right. They went to Chaz's house.
Yeah.
Okay. Chaz likes, is her name
Vanessa.
Alexis? Oh, Vanessa. And if anything happens to him, she's gone because neither one of them seems to be really talking to anybody else, especially
Right.
her. She
Especially
hasn't
her.
been talking to anybody else. And so next, if they don't get rid of somebody that's just like combative, as they like to say, or aggressive, they're gonna get rid of her because she's just boring.
Yeah.
None of them really seem to connect with her. But Chaz likes her, so he better fight hard for his girl, or she out of
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yes.
And the same with her. She better fight for him because I don't see anybody really checking for
Well,
Chaz.
no, there was one other person that liked Chaz. I don't remember who it was, but there was one other person that liked
I think it
Chaz.
might have been that Laylin.
Oh, I think that's who it was, and she left. I
Yeah.
think she and Vanessa and Koshia are more mature than the options that are presented to them.
I wonder if she really had a family emergency or she looked around like
You know what?
I could have stayed at home and
Hey.
I could go home and take my bra back off. She looked around like, I don't feel like this. I don't feel like doing none of this.
But you know what? I
I take my
mean,
shit off.
like I said, she number one, Vanessa number two, Koshia number three. I think they are too mature for these guys. They didn't get anybody on their level.
Mm-mm. No, these guys are the worst because Will, the comedian, is still trying to get his life together
William.
in his 40s. William.
William. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Will was a little aggressive with Koshia.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar's sex-centered, like Habibi last
Right.
season.
And the older guy, I can't remember his name. Whatever his name was. He was on there, only on there a short period of time.
He came in, he was added in, and he came
Mm-hmm.
in too strong, too hot, and they already didn't know him. They was just like, yeah, ew. Oh man, we don't want worms.
Worms.
So yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. And then the last date was Maya, Mika, Jonathan, and LaRon at Maya's favorite
That's the
restaurant.
one. That's the one I'm thinking of, Mika. She's a little pretty one who was mad that Jonathan hadn't said he was married yet.
Right. That threw once again at the first meetup. I need to know if you were married and how long ago was the divorce. And if you have kids under a certain age, like those are my first couple of questions because
Yeah.
I need to know if you just got that. Like, what the fuck?
And it's weird that it's almost like he tried to hide it and then wants to get offended because they assumed baby mother. Well, if
Yeah.
you don't say wife or ex-wife, but you got kids, like you gonna tell us you got children, how old you are, how old they are, and how long the relationship was, all of that, how long y'all been apart, have y'all hooked up again? You done said all of this, but won't admit that that was your wife. You shady.
Yeah.
You straight up shady. You on
I
some
didn't
BS.
understand why he was upset. This is a dating show. And when you date is equivalent to ask questions. That's what date means. Ask
Hmm.
a billion questions. And that tells me right there, you don't even know what the hell dating is all about.
It's it's odd that the guys seem to be so like they're like, we don't want to talk about anything in the past. Let's find out what's in your panties. Like
Yeah,
Like I'm
because
supposed to
Lamar is the same way. When
yeah, he don't want to talk about his
I think it
past.
was
April, he went off on April last week for asking about his past relationship.
yeah, and I was just like, it's a dating show. She has the right to ask you whatever she wants to ask you as long as it's not offensive. And nothing they're asking is offensive.
Not the women. The men are asking the offensive things, and their
Exactly.
attitude is like, I can ask what I want, but you can't. You know, it
Right.
is that's what it's
Right.
given. And I'm over the whole thing. I'm over all of it. I have never gotten this disgusted with this
All of the
show
men,
this
every
early.
single one of them.
Yeah, this early. It's really looking grim for this season. So I don't know. I don't know what
And
they can
I
do to
mean,
turn this bus around because it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
it is very bad. And again, what does this say about number one, the people who actually applied to be on this show? And then number two, the ones who were actually chosen to be on this show. Is it really just for ratings at this point? Because they're definitely not matching people. They don't match. No one matches.
Mm-mm. And they're trying to force it, but yeah, we'll see where it's going because they're gonna keep trying to figure it out. So anyway, so they go to the ladies' lounge. Okay, so the women are actually pretty to me. I think they're pretty. Um,
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem with
April,
the way they look.
April was just so. But the rest of the women are really pretty, especially like Maya that you mentioned earlier. She's the one this
With her
season
big
that
eyes.
yeah, and big smile. Yeah, she's
She has
pretty.
a big, yeah, she has big eyes and big smile. She's very recognizable,
Hmm.
I think is the word. Yeah.
Yeah, so they get to the ladies' lounge with Tommy, and he's asking questions about who's connecting with who. And so they said they're people. But then when it gets time to say who they not feeling, and when Koshia said, she had a problem with Lamar, now here come April, not April, Alexis
Alexis.
talking about, you know, you got a
You
problem
got a
with
problem
all
with
the men.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. And she done told them what she had to say. She talked to the guys and they told her it didn't happen the way she's saying or whatever is going down. And Tommy done already said what happens in the lounge stays in the lounge. So that's
Mm-hmm.
already a problem. It's a
Right.
problem that she out
Right.
here. That's what I'm saying. She one of them chicks
Running
that
her mouth.
she don't like women. She like the men. So and then people like to call them pick-me's. I don't know if she's necessarily a pick-me, but she is definitely trying to be down with the guys. And just because they telling you it didn't happen that way don't mean it didn't happen that way. What happened with Koshia and Alonzo,
Alonzo.
if he was out of line
Mm-hmm.
and he tried to gaslight her. And then Lamar, he was out of line and he was aggressive. He's really nasty to these women,
Yeah,
you
he
know.
is.
And Alexis want to be on the side of the men like Kimmy,
Kim.
find a way to defend the men, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they get into a little heated argument. Um, Cause she had
Koshia.
popped off like she ready to fight. She got all the mouth. If I slap you in your face, she can get it, Tommy, if she want it. Then she goes backstage and she starts crying. And I'm like, Alexis was calm the whole time, like, girl,
Right.
you don't want this.
And that's why, and it's crazy because, like I said, Coach Shia came out as a little bit more mature, but I think that's because she what we're seeing is really how she is. She was giving us her
Representative.
representative. Thank
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
couldn't.
Trying to put her best face forward on TV.
And now she's coming out. And when
Mhm.
she told Alexis, I can't help it if you shape like a 12-year-old, I lost it. I was like, oh, damn. Like,
Mhm.
you ain't have to say that.
Yeah, and I think that's why she was crying because she got embarrassed on TV,
Yeah.
getting ready to fight this other woman. And Tommy's like, come on, Queens. Like, y'all ain't gotta do
But,
this.
and it's fucked up too because Koshia actually had a point, like you said. she was in the right by saying, Alexis, keep your damn mouth shut. You ain't supposed to be going back and telling these guys what we talk about. And she could have left it there, but she didn't. And the real Koshia came out. And you're right. Alexis was like, oh, okay. You know,
come over here if you want to see what happened. You can talk all that noise over there, but the minute you come over here, it's going down. Yeah.
that remind me of a supervisor that I had. She was an interesting person. I'll say that. I don't know if the diagnosis was real. But anyway, she was going off on me in the office one time. She had the door closed, and of course, everybody could hear everything she said. And everybody was laughing because the only thing they heard me say was, just hit me. Just hit me. And she was just like, you this, you that, and you this, and every time this, and blah, 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 this. And that's all you could hear from her. And then when it was me, I just kept saying, just hit me. Go on, hit me. Just hit me. And that's all I said the whole time. And finally, she was like, get the fuck out. And I walked out the door and everybody was like, you stupid. And I was like, oh my God, if she would have just hit me.
You feeling froggy? Like,
it would have been rumble in the motherfucking jungle. I would have told her damn office.
Kimberly Boomaye. Cammy Boomaye.
But that shit was so funny. They was like, of course, I had to leave that damn job after that. But I was just like, I was just scared. I mean, she was nuts. And all I kept saying was, just hit me. Okay, but just hit me. That's how Alexis
some kind
was.
of way, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alexis was unbothered. She was unbothered.
She was very unbothered.
But she was dead wrong. It's not even just that she talked to the guys about what they said. She also was trying to say, you know, well, you just got a problem with all the guys. Like it's all Koshia. No, these men are trash. Don't
yes, they are.
Them? They trash. And when she sees it back, she gonna feel stupid.
No, she's not, because you called it. She is Kimmy number 2. She gonna defend them to the end of time. She's not gonna see it.
You're right. By the time they film the reunion, she gonna double down on it most likely. But
what's gonna happen is the women are going to go back and see it, and then when the reunion comes, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, you should have kept your damn mouth shut."
They might.
Yeah.
But they don't. Yeah. I don't think they like Koshia, so we'll see.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I've seen that on reality shows a lot. Like even though they know they dead wrong, they double down on the BS. So anyway, so Lamar gets eliminated.
Thank goodness. I'm tired of looking at him.
Oh. What? But damn. Will. So then the ladies go to tell the guys, you know, so Koshia took Lamar and Alexis took Will. And she told him what Koshia had to say.
Still opening her mouth.
What did she say? Oh, she didn't like. She said he was aggressive because he took her phone and was like insisting on giving her his number or putting his number in there or whatever. So he got pissed.
Yeah.
He wasn't just like, she tripping or it ain't even that serious. It didn't roll off his back. These men are wild. He was just like, he was like, oh, we going to war. I said,
now, what type of mess is that? You're supposed to be a grown-ass man. You talking about you going to go to a war with a female because she said something that actually happened? It's something wrong with you.
It's something wrong with all these guys. Girl, I don't know. This season is like a lawsuit waiting to happen. They something else. That's what I'm saying. Tommy going to have to get control of this or this going to be it.
It needs to just go off because it's not even effective.
This has series ending vibes to me. Like, I don't know how they're going to come back from this. The ratings got to be bad. Or even if the ratings are not bad, the reviews and the online conversations are pretty scathing at this point. So I could not believe how mad he got. I couldn't believe it. What was that last season? Didn't the guy go off on the woman when he got eliminated? I thought he was gonna hit her.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. He
Oh
sure
my God.
did. Yeah,
And these
I can't
people
remember
are
his name, but
these people are actors. A lot of them turn out to be actors. They not famous, they 2B and freebie actors. But how you gonna get how you gonna get hired for an acting gig and you showing your whole tail on? I don't know. It's confusing
the
to
way
me.
Will Smith getting a new movie. So anyway, I'm done with that. That's exactly what happened, and it's a trash show. Next.
And on that note, we could talk about Love and Marriage DC.
Oh my God, did they really go back to Christmas?
I told you. I told you they picked it up right where it left off at Christmas 2022.
These people, you know what? We have nothing to, I mean, this is a sad state of affairs when it's nothing but trash on TV. And I don't mean trash as in trashy reality, trash TV. I'm talking about trash as in ain't shit else going on. Goddamn, you just give us anything. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It that is how it's feeling. Like at this point, I don't even know why they brought them back.
Correct. I thought it was gone.
If they don't have anything to talk about since December of 2022,
2022. And then
oh, this
we're in 24.
yeah. And it's really only a year and a month, but still,
A
still,
whole 12 months is in that year.
it's a whole year. And by the
It's a
time they get
52
to the
weeks in a year.
and by the time they get to the end of the season and the reunion and all of that, they got to be rehashing something they argued about a year and a half ago. I don't know.
And is this a Carlos King thing too? Yeah, it is. Love and Marriage
Hmm.
DC. You know, at this point, somebody put him to bed. Like, you need to go. I shouldn't say that. Just leave. Because why?
Yeah.
And
So what
then,
happened?
okay, so what happened is it's the same shit. Then nothing happened differently. We still talking about this same stupid ass argument at Ashley's house. We still trying to figure out why Ashley keep trying to be to claim that she brought Joy and Cliff on. Why is that a big deal? I don't get it. I don't,
Ashley thinks quite a bit of herself.
she's full of it.
She's very full of herself. And Quick is too, very full of himself. I ain't never heard of neither one of them before this show. I don't hear about them outside of this show. Not like Huntsville or
We
anything.
ain't heard of them.
I don't hear. And I'm saying, but like outside of the show, the internet was blowing up about them. I don't hear anything about DC. Who are these people? Why are they on TV and why are we watching them? So, I don't know if I can stick with them. They're, like, well, I might watch it out of boredom, something to do, something to watch, but I don't know if I can keep discussing them. There's not that
I it is not interesting at all. And we have said this before when it was the other girl on there and her husband Chris. I can't remember her name. Um, when it first came on, I only remember him because he was a football player. But
Oh, Monique and Chris Samuels. I'm sitting here like,
Monique.
yeah.
But I'm just like, these people are boring as shit. Like, your life sucks like mine. It's just really bad. It's just like
Why would I watch somebody
there's
do the
nothing to
same
put
shit
on
I'm doing?
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not
exactly.
interested.
And then winter is the worst. Like, you basically need a diagnosis because, oh my God, who would want to date her? Obviously, he didn't watch the show. I mean, I'm just like, or maybe he just want to be on the show because everybody has a motive. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like everybody's innocent. Everybody got a motive. But these folks, Joy sold us a bill of goods. I wrote that too. I wrote Joy sold us a bill of goods. She did not portray herself as who we thought she was. That girl evil. And now she married somebody she been taking care of since they got married. And now we find out that she's in charge of his business and she ain't doing a good job. And he talking about her behind her back to a girl that he tried to date on Reddit alone.
That was the tea. That was the tea. This whole thruple thing that people throwing around. I was
Carmen.
like, Carmen?
Was like, you talking about your wife to
he should know way better than that. You don't be talking to no
no.
female about your wife.
They've been knowing each other 5 whole minutes and got married.
He even
What you
known
think was
Carmen
gonna
just as
happen?
long. He's known Carmen just as long.
He known Carmen 4.5 minutes. And I don't get it. Y'all don't know each other. You get married, you buy a house, and then she said on the show, this is not me making the shit up. She said we're still getting used to each other. Well, what you think is gonna happen? Y'all just met 5 minutes ago, literally. And so now he's mad at her because she ain't doing what he thinks she should be doing with his business. And what happened to her singing career? I thought she traveled 6 months out the year.
I don't know.
They ain't talked about that yet.
We got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions that we're not getting answers to because they so busy arguing about this Christmas party from 15 years ago. I don't know. I don't know what about Joy's career. And Winter hasn't filmed with any of them except for Joy. We ain't seen her say boo to Ashley or Irena yet. And I don't know why we're supposed to care about Winter. I don't know. I don't get it. How did she end up on this show? Was she just Monique's friend? And since Monique is gone, she's still there. She's not anybody's friend. Why did they bring her back? I don't get it. I don't get it.
And now they done brought this bad voice Black on the show. I don't like his voice. Black on the show. And I'm like, why is he on this show? Do we really care about him?
I don't know, because his wife didn't really make an impression on us last season. She showed up in a few episodes and just was we don't need them. We don't need them. I'm sure they're there for drama. But so
I don't care about it.
Quick.
Yeah, I'm with you on this whole maybe this is not going to be a good topic of conversation. We're talking about the same stuff from it's just like Huntsville. It's the same stuff from when the show first came on. Little Jamie and his living at home self. Irena and her battered wife syndrome. Big Jamie, and now he's retired. So what is he gonna do with himself every day? I don't know. Y'all are not interesting at all.
And Quick is a DJ.
I guess we're gonna go to the gigs with him.
I don't know.
It's a shame. I mean, y'all might as well be doing brunches.
I mean, and now what Ashley does? What does she do? Brunches?
I don't know what she does.
What does Irena do? What does Irena do? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Why are we watching them? Why were they even selected to be on our TV? So I don't get it.
That's the question of the year.
Yeah.
Why were y'all chosen? Because everybody else at real work. Because look, if you sit a camera right here, because I'm sitting at my desk, if you sit a camera right here and film me all day, you would be snoozing. Like, it would be a snooze fest. Like, you would have your whole mouth open snoring with drool coming out. I would be so, I'm telling you, I would be so boring.
Yeah, I would be so boring. They're not doing it for me. So we might have to go ahead on and
nip that one in the bud.
Head on out. We're gonna have to
head on out. I'm a head on out.
Because I wasn't even like that argument with Quick and Lil Jamie. I could hear their points. I think I don't like somebody come to apologize and then start yelling and cussing me out. That's not that's not how this apology is supposed to go. Lil Jamie is butthurt because Quick said he was a bad kid. So
and was
what? Yeah, that part. a hit dog hollering, yes.
Yes.
And quick mad that he went on social media to talk about him. It's kind of it's typical though, the generation don't like to confront people one on one. They like to they Twitter thugs, they thumb thugs, right, with their little cell phones. But in person, he won't be crying and stuff. Like, no, you grown enough to take shots at me on social media, but when we face to face, man to man, now you won't be crying and acting like you hurt. We could have handled this a whole different way 2 years
Yeah.
ago, 15
Yep.
years ago when this happened, instead of
Right.
now. So,
Yeah, I don't care. And it's a shame. It really is a shame, but Carlos King is done. Like, stop it. Cause you're not even finding people that's interesting.
mhm.
At least on Love and Hip Hop, we get some music every now and then.
I let them go too. I did. You can have them. I like Tammy Roman's show better than all of that.
Caught in the
Caught
act.
unfaithful, caught in the act,
Mhm.
unfaithful. Yeah, that
Yeah.
show tickles me every week. It's the same too. It's the same too. My person is acting different. We ain't having sex no more. I love him. I love her. Whatever. And I want to know if they cheating. You already knew before you went to see Tammy that they was cheating. You knew.
Mhm.
You knew.
Mhm.
You wanted some proof. You got the proof. Now what? You just wanted to know who they cheating with so you can beat her up or beat him up. You ain't mad at the person. But I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole
It's
nother.
funny because I was on the phone with Verizon, another people I have to do the job for. And the lady was asking me a question, and I was like, I don't know the damn answer to this question. I said, you know what? Let me just look at one of my bills. Girl, I did not realize those bills are like 25 pages long. Like everybody you call
Mm-hmm.
is still, I thought they stopped doing that years ago.
It's on. If you log in on the website, it's there.
Yeah, but
Everything you call,
I've
all the
never
text
done it.
messages. Mm-hmm.
Well, not what was text, but who
Not
you
what was
text.
text, but who the
Right,
number you text. Mm-hmm.
right,
It's all there.
right.
And
And I was like,
they used to have the pictures on there.
pictures of what?
Like if you send somebody a picture through your phone, that used to be on the website.
What?
Hmm. All them dick
Ooh.
pics. Yes.
No. Well, I don't have a
Mm.
dick, but I got something else.
No, but somebody sent it to you. You sent it to somebody.
Ooh,
It used to be on the Sprint website. Sure did, because I looked at them. I know they were
I
there.
had no idea.
Hmm.
I told the girl I was talking to, I said, all the business. She said, yeah, you didn't know that. I said, I don't never look at the bill. I know how much it's supposed to be. And if it
Hmm.
deviates from that, y'all getting a phone call. But other than that,
Yeah. I looked because my husband was insisting that I use the phone more than, and like way more than everybody else. And I was like, let me see. And I went and looked at the bill, and yeah, well, yeah, he was right. But I could see who, because it's all of us on the same bill. I could see
plan.
everybody he call or text. I could see everybody my kids call or text. All of my calls and texts. Oh yeah, uh-huh. I don't see how these companies can even manage to keep all of this data. Can you imagine the servers that YouTube has to have for all of those
Right.
videos? They've been around, it's got to be 20 years now. YouTube been around a long time. All those videos, all these, all of this digital information that these companies are keeping, that's ours. They keeping it. It doesn't matter if you delete it, they keeping it.
Yeah.
And they're storing it somewhere on some servers or somewhere.
Somewhere. But I was just like, I
Uh-huh.
mean, not that I'm single. It ain't nobody checking my logs. But I'm just like, oh shit, I might need to stop.
That's why I can't be doing no dirt. That's why you can't act like, well, I don't know. I guess these couples always don't always have the same plan. Or if you got
Plans.
a burner, some folks have a separate phone, like on one of the Tammy shows. But if y'all
Right.
sharing the same phone plan, just go look. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta wonder. Anywho,
So anyway, yeah, I'm
anywho.
glad I ain't got to worry about that. So yeah, let's talk about raising Kanan. We got one more
Okay.
show left, right? This is number 9. We
Mm.
got one more show left. This is going to be interesting because last week we talked about what are they going to cram into these last two shows? Like what is going to happen? And 9 was kind of underwhelming to me. I really thought I would get more stuff in preparation for the last episode, and I'm just like, that's it?
I thought it was a lot, actually.
You did? Let's talk
Mhm.
about it.
That don't mean it was good, but it was a lot. They wrapped up Gerald, who at this point, why was he on there in the first place? They killed his daughter,
That
killed
part.
him. So what did we even need him for? Was it to
I
see the
don't
softer
know.
side of Marvin? Or what I'm wondering is, since he was writing a story on Juke, are his notes going to be found or something? Because he was doing research and stuff. Maybe that's going to come out. I don't know. I'm trying to see, where were we going with this? Why do we even need him at all? But they wrapped him up.
Thank goodness.
The stuff has come to a head with Ronnie, Snaps and Pop, Kanan, and Rock. Since Rock took out Juliana, her cousin, and snatched his shit back from Ronnie. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that.
Ronnie owes Snaps and Pop money.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, I guess Ronnie and Kanan, I guess. But it was Ronnie who came to them to borrow the money. So ultimately is really Ronnie, but Ronnie, of course, gonna make it about him and Kanan. So it'll be interesting to see what they do to pay them back, because they gotta pay them back.
Mm-hmm. And Kanan seems to be annoyed with Ronnie. Like it don't look like this whole, folks online were trying to act like this was gonna be like, they said it was gonna be Breeze, the dude that they all loved like a big brother. And I kept saying, I don't see it. Yeah, Kanan don't like Ronnie. He'd be like, man, calm down with all of that. Like, Kanan's the only person on the show, well, besides Snaps and Pop, that's putting Ronnie in his place. Like,
In his place.
go
Yeah.
on with that crazy shit. Like, we don't need you beating up Fame in the hallway. That we ain't gotta do all that.
And what's the point of all that? What did Fame do to you?
Nothing. He just don't
That's
like him.
mental health. But that's
You said
mental health,
mental
because
health.
he knew they ain't do nothing. He ain't
It's
do
mental
nothing
illness
to
is what it is, not health. It's mental illness.
mental illness. Okay, mental. It's mental. It's mental. Yeah, because what the hell?
He yeah. So Lulu.
Wait, before you get there, I did want to go back to the Kane and Rock situation. So when at the 3LC concert, when Kanan was and Rock were talking in the hallway, and Rock was like, I can make a phone call, and Kanan was like, I can make a phone call too. I'm like, what the? And even Marvin was like, you gonna let him talk to you like that? What the hell? Like, Kanan is really over Rock. I really wonder what's gonna happen with their relationship. Like, where are they going with this? What do you think is happening here?
They gonna have to go to war unless she can turn him around or get him to join her crew. They got to go to war because they battling for the same property, the same corners, the same
But
stuff.
he ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but he was Snaps and Pop, and they, you know,
Why
I'm
was
just
Snaps
saying.
and Pop? I know. We
And
we
they at war
analyzing
with
the
Rock.
hell out of
They
this
at
shit.
war with Rock now, so that's Kanan, Ronnie, Snaps and Pop on this side, Rock and Marvin over here. So they got to go to war soon. Maybe that'll be next episode. A lot of people, because I can't see Wendell Pierce sticking around for a lot of seasons. So I don't know. I'm hoping he gonna head out soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is gonna be interesting because I'm just like, where is this going? And you know, I don't. Well, I only recall from one of the videos that someone posted, Kanan referencing his mother, but I just don't know what they're trying to make us think is going to happen or what they're going to make happen in this show as far as their relationship is concerned. I don't know where it's going, and it's weird. It's just really weird.
Yeah. Howard, remember I told you he's not gonna get away with killing that woman, the other cop. He's not gonna get away with that. And it's all coming to a head. The walls are closing in on him. I told you that had to happen.
I disagree. Because the way what I interpreted, you talking okay, so let's talk about the scene in the office with the captain and him. The captain, the reaction to me wasn't how I would have reacted as a subordinate and an employee. I mean and a manager. The captain to me backed off. And it made it look like to me that Howard had some shit on him. That's what it looked like to me. Maybe I was reading too much into it.
It didn't look like that to me.
Okay, what did you?
No, go ahead. It just didn't look like that to me.
Go ahead.
I think he backed off, but I think it's gonna still be in the back of his mind, and the other folks, like, it's too many coincidences. Even if he can explain away a bunch of them, I don't think he can't continue it, especially when he's trying to insist that he don't have any kind of connection to Marvin.
Well, he doesn't, though.
He
doesn't have a connection to Marvin. He has a connection to Rock.
His sister, that's a connection. That's like a 7 degrees
what I'm
of separation
saying is they
thing.
don't even.
Marvin knows who he is, and he knows it doesn't
his
matter.
number ain't in his phone. His number ain't on the bill. Okay.
It doesn't matter when they find out that that's Rock's brother, and that Kanan is he and Rock's child. It's up. It's over.
They not gonna find that.
They are because that's how the shit work on these shows. It's coming. It's coming. Girl, bye. If you don't think he come on now.
You know everything gonna come out and it ain't gonna make no sense.
He ain't gonna get away with killing that woman, the police woman. They can get away with killing criminals in the streets and stuff like that, but she is just a police woman doing her job. And he murdered her in cold blood. He cannot continue.
She wasn't innocent though. She wasn't all innocent.
Out here killing people.
Well, but she was still invested. She got that job and then started investigating him. I mean, it was like
drugs. She wasn't sleeping with the drug dealers and killing people. He can't continue. He way too dirty now. He way too dirty. He
is dirty. He dirty. Well, if they wrap this up in one episode, next episode, I'm gonna throw my shoe at the TV because you
make sure it's untied and make sure you wearing some slip-ons or something because you're gonna be throwing your shoe.
What? Now that would be crazy.
I don't know if they can wrap it up by this next episode, but
they never know.
It seems like they will. And then Lou, who got on my whole nerves.
Your whole nerve.
I assumed that they were taking him away to kill him, but maybe they're taking him to rehab. They're gonna lock him away somewhere.
I hope they're taking him to rehab, but he's still gonna keep talking.
And rehab don't have bars on the windows and stuff, so I don't know where they can take him where he can't get out of there or where he can't call somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how they're gonna keep him away from everything. But maybe if he sobers up. He irritated me though, because he been acting like the whole season like he trying to commit suicide by Rock. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say suicide by cop, where you go out here and act stupid to try to get them to shoot you. He acts like he was trying to get her to kill him because he's just so guilt-ridden and he want to bare his soul, and everything he's doing, she like, look here, nigga, I'm not, you better cut it out. You better cut it out. And he know he jeopardizing her money and her freedom and
but
all of that
too. He ain't got no money without her money.
Yeah. So my point is, he been acting all this time like he want her to kill him, but then when it looked like it's time for it to happen, now
Marvin, don't leave me out there. No,
I'm gonna leave me alone. I'm moving. I don't even know why the writers did that. They did that.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think they were gonna kill him. I assumed, my assumption was that they were taking him far, far away in a rehab where they gonna pay these people a shitload of money to keep him in this room tied up.
He'll have to be tied up. Otherwise, he'll get out and cause more problems.
Yeah, yeah.
It's stupid, really. I don't want them to kill Lou, but they kind of need to.
Oh yeah, he needs to be gone, just like Gerald.
Hmm.
Give him some. Shoot him up too. Cause what? Yeah, he turned out to be a disappointment. And so does that mean now if they do kill him, is famous gonna take over uh
The studio, the record label?
studio? Yeah, this
No,
no what
Famous ain't
record
got
label?
enough. Huh? It's a record
No,
label.
not oh.
They've been investigating the label, Lou's label, whatever. I forget what it's called. But yeah, the 3LC storyline seems like it may be wrapped up. I'm like, they did
I
all
hope
that
so.
rehearsing and singing, and then she get hauled off by the police. I was like,
No, she was not hauled out by the police. She was hauled out
FBI.
by the FBI. And that's
Same
another thing
story.
that irritated my soul. First of all, she is a high school student. See, that's what I'm talking about. I be watching this damn
Mm-hmm.
shit and
Mm-hmm.
using my damn brain at the same time. Why do I do that? But yeah, she is a high school student. You can't do that.
Mm-mm.
And that lady was not her guardian. She could not give you permission to talk to her.
Mm-mm.
So I'm just like, and her daddy out there in the goddamn audience. What the fuck? Like, what is going on? Who wrote this shit?
Mm-hmm. It was very far-fetched. I thought the same thing. And every time they kept asking her questions, I was like, why don't she just say, because as smart as she is, she should know that they can't talk to her. I'm a minor. Where's my mama? Or well, not her mama. Where's my daddy? Where's my
Right.
auntie? Where's somebody? I'm not going anywhere till y'all get my family that's out there in the
That's what I'm,
audience.
yeah. And see, that makes me so mad because I'm just like, she is a child.
But she might have, didn't she agree to go with them? If that's what happened, then,
You
that's why
can't. Is she still a child? I don't care if she say she want to talk to him. She still can't.
the,
And she's still a child. And I was just sitting there going, what the fuck is going on again? This has happened before on these shows
Mhm,
where they have talked to children, like Power Book 2, when they be
mhm.
hauling Tariq to the damn police. I'm like, damn,
I don't know all the laws. I don't know all the laws. I think they can to an extent, and I don't think it's that you just can't say nothing to them. You can if they
Nick,
volunteer
first of all,
information, you can talk to them. Like the police can go around the neighborhood and ask little kids if they've seen anything, and they can answer. They can, but they shouldn't. But if you can't stop a person from telling you something, they should
I
not
will say
ask.
this. I will say this. I am not sitting here saying that all laws make sense because they don't. Laws are stupid, some of them. But I just cannot see it being okay to take a child. You are a stranger. You didn't call her parent. Her parent don't know where you can't just pick kids up out the street and take them somewhere.
I just Googled it. Kids do not have a constitutional right to have a parent present when being questioned by police. Police
You said
officers
question. I said he
police
took her
officers
away.
can question your child without notifying you.
But they took her to the precinct and
She
he was an
went. They
FBI
didn't cuff her or anything. She went with them.
because she probably thought she could, that didn't have no
That's
choice.
what I'm
Mm.
saying. That's what I'm saying. If
Ooh,
you volunteer
let me tell
to
you
go,
something.
if you agree to go, if you open your mouth and answer their questions, that's on you. She should have been like, no, like you said, she should have been like, no, where my daddy? Get my
Yeah.
daddy. That's what she should have done. But she went with him because she was scared
Well,
because she's a minor.
I'm glad I don't have any kids. There is no way I can teach my child when you see the police, don't talk to them. I mean, without me, like, that's crazy.
You can
Because
teach
at the
your
same
child
time,
that.
you telling, well, what I'm saying is, at the same time, you telling the child, if there's an emergency, talk to the police, but don't talk to them without me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know.
Well, there are a lot of people in our culture who believe you don't talk to the police about anything, emergency or not. So that's why.
Right.
And that's why, because they will turn stuff on you.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. Like you don't take your personal shit to the workplace.
mhm. But if
So
somebody
anyway,
at your job, so you're not allowed to, if you're interviewing a candidate for a job, there are certain questions you cannot ask them,
correct. But like
but they can offer that information. And
they
it
can
ain't nothing you
offer
could
it.
do if they say it.
Yeah.
And now you know it. Now you have that information and you do with it what you want, but you just can't ask them.
Right. Right.
Or
Exactly.
or if you ask them, they don't have to answer.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah. But Marvin, I wrote down Marvin said he had a phonographic memory.
he did. He did. He said he had a
That was
phonographic memory.
funny. That was funny. I think that's all I had.
All right.
I'm sick of this 3LW. I mean 3LC, 3LW, whatever it is. I'm tired of it. I hope that we have seen the last of it. I hope she gets hauled off to the, what did she sign up for? The
The
Navy?
army.
It was the Army. I hope she gets hauled off in this next episode. Um, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And like we said, what the hell is going, I don't even know what's gonna happen in this last, I don't know. This is gonna be real interesting.
Is it? Is it
Well,
though?
no, not interesting in that it'll be an interesting show. Interesting how the hell they sum this shit up in one more show.
They're gonna have to come with something outrageous because it's been a lackluster season. Period.
This is Game of Thrones season 8. For sure.
I liked it.
You like you like the last season of Game of Thrones?
I did.
You're a
I did.
weirdo.
I don't care.
Anyway,
I liked it. I didn't like everything about it, but I liked it. It
well,
was
let
my
me check in on your mental health. How do you feel about Candy leaving Housewives of Atlanta?
I don't care. I like Candy. I like Candy, but I don't care if she leaves. She's been on there a long time. She can go.
Yeah, since the beginning, right? Or
Mm,
she was added.
no, I'm more concerned about the rumor that they're bringing Portia and Nene back. Ugh.
Oh, I
I
didn't know
just
Portia left. Did she leave
Portia
when she
got
got married?
I think she got fired, but yeah, she
Mm.
left before she got married. Her last
Okay.
season was the season where she met the woman who was still married to that man.
Fine. For something for something. Can't remember her name. She's a crybaby.
Fallon or something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Fallon. Yeah, and that
yeah.
weird ass
They she
relationship
was
she's
on
in.
she was part of the show that year and they went to her house and everything. And then next thing you know, Portia was dating him and was no longer on the show.
Dun, 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 dun. The juice is loose.
But, so anyway, yeah, no, that didn't bother me at all.
Oh, okay. So you all right. All
Yeah,
right, because I know how you love your housewives.
Atlanta's just so for me. Married to Medicine, I like them better. I like I like the doctors and the wives and the husbands and all that. I like them better. They not and they do get trashy, but not as bad as the other housewives because these people actually are doctors. Like the majority of them are doctors, the husbands and the wives, and so they got a lot more on the line. They don't get as gutter as the rest of them do. So these folks sitting around without jobs and just money.
Like we trying to figure out what y'all do for a living. You
Yeah,
can't get paid that much on this show. We have had this conversation
but they
before.
getting money. They got fame and notoriety,
They
and
get
They don't have
What is it?
jobs and they just got free time on their hands.
Appearances. They get paid for appearances.
Yeah, and they got time on their hands to keep shit stirred. These doctors, they on call. They in surgery. They doing procedures. They ain't got time for that mess. The biggest thing they dealing with on Married to Medicine is that they gonna take a cash trip to Hilton Head.
Houston.
Hilton Head.
Hilton, yeah.
Yeah, Potomac went to Houston. No, Potomac went to Austin.
Yeah.
Married to Medicine gonna go to Hilton Head, which is where one of the cast members, Dr. Jackie, her husband got caught cheating. Like pictures were taken of him and his mistress walking around Hilton Head. It was all over the internet. So when the cast trip is going to Hilton Head this week, you know, folks are like, Simone is wrong for that because she know that's where Jackie's husband cheated on her, blah, 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 blah.
Are they still married?
They are still married. They worked through everything.
Well, then it don't matter. They agreed, and now we don't talk about it anymore because you can't bring it back up once you say, I forgive you.
Yeah, but you don't want it thrown in your face either. And so what Curtis was saying, the husband was saying, he didn't want to go to Hilton Head because he know this messy ass cast gonna make it about the cheating, and which is exactly what they did.
Of course. Remember this place?
Yeah. So anyway,
maybe you have some recommendations of where we can.
where did you take your girlfriend? Yeah. Ain't it damn heavenly?
Oh, I know. You should know what's good around here.
Or did you only stay in the hotel room? Yeah. So, all right, girl.
Messy Bessie.
We had to figure out something else to talk about because these shows ain't hitting it. Did you see the Saturday Night Live skit with Spellman?
I did. That was funny.
It was cute. It was cute. I was like, why she don't know the answers though? But it was cute.
There you go, analyzing it. Yeah. We can't just watch something straight, can we? We gonna analyze the shit out of it, boy.
The weekend update was funny too. The little news, the little news sketch they do with Colin Jost and Michael Che. It was really
Michael
funny.
Che is my boyfriend, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to send it to you because they always have him say stuff that's like pretty terrible, and then he looks uncomfortable. Colin too. It's funny. I'm gonna see if I can find the link and send it.
And I did see the skit with not Sarah Palin. That ain't her name.
Sarah Sherman.
No. What's that girl running for president?
Nikki Haley.
Nikki Haley. Yes, Sarah Palin.
I don't know how you got
time to eat. Yeah, that was tasteless. I didn't like that one because I don't think slavery is funny. I didn't that one.
I didn't see the whole show. We turned it on right before the weekend update, and we saw that in the musical performance, and then the Spellman one happened to be right after J-Lo was the musical guest.
Yeah. Did you watch the Grammys?
No, but I did watch Jay-Z's speech, which was pretty funny.
That's what I was gonna ask you about. What did you think about Jay-Z's speech?
I thought it was funny. I will say I was a little distracted. Funny? Yeah. He was funny to me because he was slipping stuff in there. He was just like, they boycotted the Grammys because they, he said, but then they still watched it. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. And he just was cracking me up. Or, I speak the truth when I get nervous. He was making me laugh. He was making me laugh. So I don't think I've ever even heard Jay-Z talk that much. Just talk.
Except in an interview. Yeah.
So I thought it was good. And it was short, so I could watch it. Yeah, that's all I got to say about. I was distracted by Blue Ivy because she had cleavage showing. That girl is like 12, ain't she?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't want to see no 12-year-old's cleavage. Put it away. Put it away. You should not even be.
That's weird. I did not even notice that.
Don't try to look sexy at that age. Yeah, it was low cut, it was off the shoulder.
It was white, right?
White and coming to a V. And
that's the only thing I noticed.
It was troubling me. Like there's no need to be sexy at 12. Because you don't need people looking at her and thinking sexy. You see what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
that shouldn't
I
be
agree.
associated
I
with a
agree
12
with
year
you.
old. And I'm
I
not a
didn't
prude by any
notice.
means. I just didn't
Mm-hmm.
think it was. It was a little icky for me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, she seems like a nice little girl from what we see of her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad to say about the child. Period. I just didn't like what they dressed her in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know. The only thing I noticed is that it was white. That's it. I
Mm.
didn't pay her any attention. I was so busy looking up at Jay-Z. You know what I was looking at,
His
right?
hair.
Yes. The whole time I'm just like, why? What's going on? You know, I'm just like, I don't like it. Ew, just cut it off. Stop. You need a haircut. Um, but I thought what he said needed to be said, and you're right, he did make it funny. But ain't nothing gonna change. That's the even sadder part.
Mm.
Yeah,
All right.
it is
Okay.
what it is, right?
Exactly. It's the same like with the Grammys, the Oscars. Black folks get all bent out of shape when they don't win, right? We feel like
Well,
it's
have your own
rigged.
thing.
It's rigged. We have our own thing, but they don't give it the same respect. Nobody cares as much about getting a BET award or a Source award or um, Essence award. Nobody cares about that. But that's us doing our own thing. The griot is a bigger deal to get an
Well,
Oscar or a
then, well,
Grammy.
I guess because
But
y'all put that on there, and this is the exact conversation I was having with a soror the other day when we were talking about how Joe Biden could do an executive order and get rid of all this student loan debt, and she made the comment about what Black folks would buy because they have money, and I said, actually, I don't believe that that's true, and the example that I gave her was on this show that I don't think you watch or you haven't caught up, which is All the Queen's Men. And so they're strippers, right? You know that part, right? So one of the strippers, one of the male dancers, he gets with women who will take care of him, right? So he doesn't have a roof over his head, right? So he gets with this woman because her husband is in the hospital. So he's going to stay with her and please her and get what he wants, which is a roof and her money, while this man's in the hospital. And he dies. So now he's on when are you going to get the insurance money? Because I want a Porsche and something else he was talking about. And it kind of threw me off a little bit because I was like, dude, you're asking for a car and you don't even have a roof. Like, you have nowhere to lay your head. You don't have furniture. You live out of a suitcase and you're asking this woman for a car. Now, I do understand that in situations like that, of course, this is a TV show. I understand that these women buy these men things that they can take back. It'd be easy to take back a car. It's easy to take back clothes, I guess, or whatever. Not as easy to take back a house. But I still was like, no, we won't go out and buy property. And the majority of people, they won't go out and buy property and invest in, investments and all of that. They're going to go out and buy Porsches and don't have houses. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I am generalizing. I'm gonna say that I am generalizing, but for the most part, it goes back to that damn joke. I think the first time I heard, I'm sure other comedians have said it, but it goes back to that joke that Cat Williams said about the spinners. And he said, remember, he said, you buying spinners for your car, you can't even see them. You on the inside of the car. You buy something you can't even see. In other words, you bought something for other people to look at.
True.
And that's the mentality of a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people. So if they don't have student loan anymore, I don't think people will be running out talking about, oh, I'm gonna get this 20 acres and build me a house and blah blah this, blah blah that. I don't think that.
It's you remember the sketch Chappelle show when they get reparations?
I didn't watch Chappelle show.
Well, you what you are describing is that sketch. I'm gonna see if I can find that one on YouTube. I'm gonna send you that sketch. So you know how black folks were talking about we need reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this skit, we get reparations, and
Mm-hmm.
they go out and lose their mind. They're not doing what you say they doing. They out here like, I'm rich, bitch. Yeah.
But what were they buying in the sketch?
I don't remember, but stupid shit. I'll find it.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
gonna find it.
So yeah. So I mean, and I'm not trying to say black folks ain't got enough sense to invest and buy homes and shit, but I muted myself by mistake.
I'm like, but
I'm not saying that black people don't have enough sense to go and have a roof over their head, but I am saying that it's a lot of culture out here that they're not. And I saw another meme, and I told her this too. I said, it's funny you should say that because I just saw a meme on Instagram. I mean, not a meme, a reel on Instagram that said every single artist who's making songs in like lately, I don't remember if it said in the last 5-10 years. I don't know if it had a qualifier on it, but every single artist talks about a designer in their songs, and it ain't us. It ain't us. It's Givenchy. You can't even spell it. It look like Da Vinci. You can't even spell it.
but
it's Gucci. Yeah, it's Gucci.
Balenciaga.
It's Prada. It's Balenciaga. It's all of these, and it's in their songs. Every single song that comes out has somebody else's business in that they're talking about. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like all of this, the culture today doesn't tell me that we're gonna run out and buy 100 acres of land and build our own community, our own Greenwood. That ain't finna happen. And I don't, and if the quote white people think that that's what's gonna happen, y'all are wrong. They're wrong. If that's what you are afraid of by paying off all these black folks' student loans, you wrong. That ain't it. This is not what we doing. So it was just an interesting conversation because I was just like, did this dude just ask for a car and he ain't got no roof? So either your priorities mixed up or my priorities mixed up. Whose is it? Because wow. I would be paying off my house.
That part. But when people talk about what they'll do when they win the lottery, most of them are talk about what kind of car they're gonna get, and they buy boats and jewelry and stuff like that. So
I'm not lying to you. I would buy another house. And I would buy another car because the other house ain't gonna be in the same place. But the goal is not to have any debt. And maybe that's just my goal. I don't know. Maybe I'm the fool.
No, but I mean, people just do what they do. They get a little bit of money and they blow it. You ever known somebody that owes somebody else some money? And then when they get a windfall, they blow it on bullshit. They don't pay their debts. They don't pay off the people they owe. They blow it because they feel like, well, I ain't never had nothing. I want to ball out. I want to have some fun with this money. So this is people just, hey, human nature is weird. So
it is weird. It is weird. I don't know what to say, but I'm still on that wishing train because I wasn't one of the lucky ones. I didn't know what all my options were. I just found out yesterday. No, not yesterday. I just found out last week I could have been doing things differently this whole time and never knew it. But now I know, and it's too late. It's a shame. It's how this world works sometimes. But yeah, so we're gonna deliver. What's been delivered? I'm sitting right here looking outside my window and ain't nobody been to this house. We'll come up with something else to talk about on the next show, because I think we're gonna eventually trash Love and Marriage DC. I told you before it was something that wasn't good when we were talking about it. Is this the third time or the season or the second?
This is the third season.
Yeah, I didn't think it was good before, but
it wasn't. So we can dead it. But next week we'll definitely finish up with Kanan on the finale and then see where we're going from there.
Yes.
All right.
So
I ain't trying to be funny.
Remember
but
to like. Yes.
these shows trash.
Trash. 2 thumbs down. Trash.
2 of them. You look.
It did
you
it?
see what? No, it made
Nope.
rain. It made rain on your screen.
Did you see it?
I don't know what's going on with your computer. It didn't do it for me, probably because I'm not on a Mac or you want some kind of Apple product.
That has nothing to do with the Zoom we're on.
Yes,
I
swear that's what it said though. Like if you're on Zoom on a Mac device, it does that.
Oh, really?
That's what I swear I saw. But anyway, see, now it's doing something.
What is it doing?
You just went dark.
I just went dark.
When you did the 2 thumbs down, you went dark and it showed rain. So I was guessing. So dumb.
Get off this thing. All right, remember to like and subscribe to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny. But tell us what you think of the show. Tell us what you think of the topics we talk about. Give us your opinion. We'd love to hear from you.
Holla at your girls. Holla.
Yes.
All right then, y'all. Till next time. Bye.